Hello, welcome back to Wine to Water. Today we are talking about effective communication skills in sales during week 4. First up is the importance of listening. Now, if you've ever been in any kind of relationship, you know that listening is crucial in sales. It helps you understand your customer, their needs, and it really, which is the most important to me, I think, is it helps you build a rapport too. So active listening involves paying full attention, acknowledging and responding appropriately. So a few certain ways that you can focus on doing that can be viewed in verbal or nonverbal communication. So in-person sales truly relies on body language and your tone of voice. With online, your written and visual communication needs to be clear and engaging. Now, back to what I said about how building rapport and trust is my favorite part. The rapport is what builds trust, which essentially for sales is success. Example of that is when I first started in my wine sales job, I was 100% new to in-person sales and didn't really know much about wine besides the kinds that I liked to drink myself. And I had no clue of what the needs of grocery stores in general was when it came to the wine buying business. But by obviously being in the business long enough and taking the time to just sit and talk with my buyers, not only about day-to-day stuff in their actual life, but also what their goals were for their store and how they wanted their business to grow and how I could help them. That's what really helped me get on a really good page with a lot of my buyers. So now that I'm a seasoned vet, I can have those conversations, those sales conversations, a little bit easier. I'm not pitching BS things that isn't going to help my buyers. And personally, a really big trust builder for me is honesty. When I first started, I was very honest and blatant in the fact that I didn't really know what I was doing. And I needed their help so that I can do what's best for, obviously my pocket, but as well as their store on top of that. So showing genuine interest and empathy towards your customers is really going to go a long way. You got to work together. It's a business that you're building. And again, in-person versus online sales could be very different. In-person uses eye contact, body language, while online focuses on clarity and consistency in the messages that you're sending throughout or even in your content. So I would love, first of all, in the comments, please share what your biggest communication challenge in sales is. And then I could help you work on it. What my biggest challenge always was is feeling confident in what I'm bringing to the table, whether that's the wine that I'm trying to bring into a grocery store or the products that I'm selling online and the services that I'm selling online. So the best way to build confidence is, there's a few things. Personally, I think it's very important to not be scared of being told no. Being told no is just getting you closer to that yes. Whether it's a 4-case stack of wine in the wine department at a grocery store, or selling a $5,000 product with confidence, you need to know the ins and outs of your product. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Knowing your product is super important, and knowing why it solves the problem of your consumer. Again, whether that's in person or in person or online, being confident of the problem that this product or service that you're selling solves a problem. What did I just say? Just being confident in the problem that it solves. This is the problem, this is the solution, and here's why. So I could talk about that with Kangen water forever and how many problems of my own owning this amazing water ionizer has solved for me in my household, it's worth every penny. That's not the point of today's call. So again, what's your biggest communication challenge in sales? Is it being personable? Super important. Fake it till you make it. If you're not really a people person, put some make a character in your head and then go to work every day and be that character, or show up online and be that character in a genuine way. It's super important. You don't want to just completely be especially when it comes to branding your online content. You don't want to be fake. You don't want to be sleazy ever, but it really comes across when you transition from messaging people to hopping on a phone call, or even when they do join your team, they'll see right through it, and that's really not how you want to start off a business relationship. Now, when it comes to in-person sales, let me tell you how many times I plaster on a smile, act super excited about my job and being there and hearing about these people's lives, when it comes down to it, sometimes I really don't care. Now, be as genuine as you can be to an extent, and I think that's really gonna it sounds funny to say, like, hey, fake it till you make it, but be genuine. If you know what I'm saying, tell me you understand in the comments. If not, tell me you don't get it in the comments, and I'll for sure elaborate further. But before I deep dive into a deep ramble, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining this week. Week 4 of the Wine to Water sales training. Next week, we're gonna delve into the art of persuasion. See you then. Bye.